Hello everybody and welcome back. Thank you for joining me for another episode of the Coromon demo. We are currently in Radiant Park, heading our way to Hayville. We probably won't get there today. We're still going to be peeking around, trying to level up the Coromon that we have a little bit more so that we can be a little bit secure when we're going forward. What we have right now is an Armadillo, a Patterbit, and a Silquill, all level 4, and a Taruga, which was my starter at level 6. Last episode we kind of leveled those up a little bit, and I am going to peek into this little grass area. I don't want to get too deep in here, because if you're not careful you'll get in here and then you have to fight your way back and you could be in a lot of trouble. It's been a while since I've played this game or have gone through this game, so I'm not sure the level of everything, and that's what I was kind of worried about here. We have level 5s in this little grass area and we are not ready for that. So let's see if we can get a couple of hits, at least maybe one there. It used feelers, which is not necessarily a good thing. That means he has a higher chance of doing a crit next time, I believe. So we've got to be careful about that. We really don't want to knock anybody out. However, we are playing on a normal mode, so it's not going to be devastating if one of them knocks out. We'll just have to go in to the next, go back and get healed in the Luxolus campus. That won't be a big deal unless everybody gets knocked out, and then we're in trouble. But I don't think we'll do that here. I think we have a couple here that we can do. He did 6, so I should be able to take another hit of 6 here, but I will not wait that long. We're gonna switch over here because he grabbed that feelers, and I am just want to be on the safe side here and kind of get back out. The one problem here I have is if somebody does get knocked out, I'm pretty sure they will not get the experience for, unless they've changed that recently, they don't get experience if they get knocked out. So we've got to be really careful in not wanting to get anybody knocked out here. The problem is we've just went through almost our whole squad right now, and Taruga's gonna have to save it here for us, and we're gonna be he still took 6 points of damage off of Taruga, which is kind of harsh there. And I hope that here we go. I hope Taruga will be able to take care of him, and the Patterbit fainted. So everybody gets a little bit of XP, but yeah, I mean, if they got enough there to level them up, it does not look like they did. But yeah, that's one thing you gotta, no, that's not good. That is really, oh, we got a Swarmy. What level if he's a level, oh, he's only a level 2, but everybody is weak here. Let's see if we can do a Patterbit, see if he could come out here, take a hit, and then we're gonna try to capture this Swarmy. I'd like to catch everything as we go through, but I'm not sure how well we're gonna be able to do that. It will depend a little bit on how much money I get and how many spinners I have to use and that sort of thing. But we're gonna try to capture him. Let's go ahead and use a spinner here. We're still on, we haven't bought any spinners yet. We're still on the ones that have been given to us, so that's really good. And yeah, I got out. The only problem here is if I hit him again, he is going to unfortunately go out. He's going to, let's try another regular spinner, because if I hit the Swarmy again, he is going to be knocked out probably. So if he breaks out of here, I'll just knock him out and then try to get another one. That's, oh yes, we got him, sweet. He joined our squad. Let's see if we can get out of here now. That's gonna be the interesting part. Oh yay, Armadillo is level 5. That is going to help. We're gonna have to level up our Swarmy now as well. He is at level 2, so that's going to take him a little bit of work to get him up to a level. And that's one of the things that have always, I wouldn't say angered me, or I mean, it's just part of the game that you have to go back and level up the characters. It's not near as bad, especially when you get further into the game leveling up, but they're really weak at level 2, and it's a little bit more difficult into leveling them up. Let's check out Swarmy here. I really just want to check out his trait here. When the Coromon moves later than its target, it strategically finds weak spots and attacks with double crit hit chance. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's a very good trait there. I don't think we're gonna go trait hunting or anything like that. I would like to catch most of the Coromon that appear in the game that we can catch. Now I think there's some Coromon that like the trainers or the enemies have and we can't catch them, but the wild Coromon, I'm gonna try to catch as many as we can. I would like to, if I'm going to get any potent or perfect Coromon, I'm going to switch them out of our team. But other than that, I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of switching in our team. We'll just end up getting what we have, because I think a lot of them have certain benefits. There were a couple that we're going to need on our team at certain points though, so we're going to have to be really careful about that and kind of watch where those are and make sure we have those when we need them to be. So we got an Armado. Let's see what level he is. We might just switch out Swarmy immediately and go to our Patterbit. That gets Swarmy a little bit of XP, but then he don't have to worry about actually taking that hit or taking that damage. But we do need to get our Patterbit and our Silquill up to level 6, really, at least, hopefully much higher than, well, not much higher than that right now, but that Patterbit, when we went into that other area, was already a level 5, so we got to be really careful about that. We'll go one more round here with a Patterbit, and I think yeah, there we go. And then we'll unfortunately kind of have to switch out here to the Silquill. The experience is divided among the Coromon that participates in the battle, so I kind of didn't like that I had to switch out there, because I was kind of wanting the first two to get the majority there, but it's all right. I don't think I need a lot of experience here for these guys. See, Silquill's now level 5, and then let's see, the Patterbilt probably will get level 5 as well, but nope, I guess not. That kind of surprised me. I expected him to get level 5. The only trouble now here is Patterbit is the one I want to level up, and I can't use him because he's so low on health. But we can throw our Swarmy out here. Oh, you know what? That's a level 1. Let's take Swarmy and see if we can get a couple hits. That's a pretty decent hit there. He will be able, I think, to fight this one out and get the experience, all the experience here, which is going to be very helpful for him. Yeah, there we go. 29 experience up to level 3. There we go. Sweet. Oh, we got Rage. There is a lot of buffs and debuffs in this, as in most trainer games. I usually don't use them. Sometimes in long battles when you're fighting trainers or enemies with 4 or 5 Coromon, the effects, the buffs can be very helpful over that time, but I'm much more of just a hitter. I just go out and fight and hopefully win most of the time. Here we go. We are, especially in this beginner area, we are going to be running back a lot to the little hospital there in order to heal up. We're so close, it really doesn't make any sense to use our HP cakes at this point. It's going to do more harm than good, because on a normal difficulty you don't get as much gold on the encounters as you do in the harder difficulties, because typically you just don't need them. Okay, he's another level 1. We should be able to take him out pretty easily here. Yeah, a couple hits. And then as we go up, oh, he did a crit there. As we go up in level above them, they do less damage to us. Hopefully he's going to hold this out. There we go. I was going to say, got a little worried there for a second. But we got him, so we got to be really careful here with the Swarmy. He'll open to some of his potential, and I'm not sure what I want to do with little Swarmy. Let's go with HP. HP and attack is so good. Let's do HP and I guess, yeah, it just said that just is such a good standard HP and attack for the way, especially for the way I play. There we go. The good thing though is because our powder bit is still level 4 and our silk quill and armado are level 5, we can get in here and switch them out still and not have too much of a trouble. Let's run over to this. If we do that and have a Swarmy up front, he'll be able to get a little bit of experience when our other guys finally take them out. Let's see what level he is here. We want to make sure, oh, he's a level 1. However, we're really low on health. So we're going to switch over to the powder bit and let the powder bit take him out. The only problem with switching out your Coromon like that is that you're a move for the round and your opponent gets to have a free, basically a free hit on you. But I don't think it'll be too much of a trouble here. Considering the level differential, I figure that we'll be able to take him out pretty easily. We're gonna go pretty slow in this playthrough. Try to do a little bit of exploration and make sure that we get our levels up and do the necessary grinding and that sort of thing. I'm not too worried about trying to push really fast or really hard to try to get it to the end in any kind of speed. I just want to have fun with it, really. Oh, you know what? I do not want to attack. Let's go ahead and switch out. Let's have a silk quill on a silk quill battle. I would like to have a set of 6 squad at level 6 before we go much further, but I don't know if that's going to be really that possible, or how much we can manage that depending on you know what we find. If we don't find another Coromon that we can use or something like that, we might just have to go with these 5 at level 6. We'll just have to kind of wait and see here. Here we go. And that silk quill has faded. We got 19 experience. He's almost up to level 5, but that should get, oh, I was gonna say that should get Swarmy pretty good here though. But yeah, you just kind of walk around the grass, have your low guy out, and then switch to a higher guy, and they both get a little bit of experience, which really helps out. We still have a bunch of level 1s though popping up at us, but that's definitely a lot better than a really strong level 5 that we're not ready for, I gotta say. Yeah, Armado is my tank. He's going to be he's gonna be all HP and all defense basically. So he's gonna be the guy that really is gonna be able to hold off people. Okay, yeah. And Swarmy is still not up there, but it does, you do, if you go in here and go to summary, this right here will tell you exactly how I'm 1 experience point away from the next level. That's a little frustrating. So the yellow is your level that just goes up, and at certain levels you get new moves. The one under that that's blue, that's your potential, and what that does, that when that levels up the potential, then you have that chance to add in the stat points or change the stat points as you see fit. And that's what those two experience bars are for and how they work. Let's see if we can get through here. I want at least one more before we go back to the city. Another silk quill, that's all that's in here. Let's go Swarmy. So he's going to be a level 5 here in a second, which is good. And then we just have to level these guys up a little bit more. Really, when you're going through and fighting this, at least in my experience, you want to be at the bare minimum the same level as the Coromon that you are fighting. Really, you want to be a level or two above them at least. That's just going to make it a lot easier as you go through to be able to deal with what's coming at you. So now Swarmy is level 5, yay! Okay, there we go. Now we might do another peek in there because again, that level 5 pattern bit that we saw there at the beginning may have been a high. That's the hard thing, is if you it's been a while since I've played, so I'm not sure how the level, or if they've changed the leveling of where the levels, what the Coromon levels are in the certain areas. So if that level 5 is a high, then we should be able to progress okay here. I mean, we got the safety net here of the Lux Solus campus that we can get back to. But if it's a low, then we're in trouble and we need to do a little bit more before we get too far. So I'm going to peek in to this first area. I probably will not go past this first section of grass here. I know there are some trainers out here. Ooh. And if this trainer sees you, then they have to see you within a certain amount of squares. So if they're like within, and I don't know exactly, but if they're like within 5 squares, or if you are within 5 squares of it and you're in front of them, then you'll be brought into the attack. Let's see what he can do. This is a little close here, but I did 6 and he did 4, so we're doing good. We'll be able to beat this one out with Swarmy, but I won't be able to use Swarmy much anymore after that. But a level 4 is also going to give him a lot of experience, 250 experience. That's going to almost take him up to level 6. Awesome! I like it. So then we just switch out, just basically the same thing. We switch out what we can when we can and get Swarmy up to level 5 of him just being in that first position there as we switch out the Coromon. Yeah, I really don't want him to go against this guy. Shoot, I don't know what he's gonna do, and I'm not sure. You know what, let's go one hit. I can't imagine he's gonna take 12 off of him, but he might. A crit could very well take 12 off. So let's go to our squad, jump over to the pattern bit, and send him out. But then again, that Armado is going to get that free hit, which is not a good thing there. We don't want that to happen, but there's not much else we could do there. And that is a potent pattern bit, so that's going to be able to be a little bit helpful in this battle here. He's going to be able to do a little bit more damage than a normal pattern bit and take a little less damage than a normal pattern bit. And also the potent and perfect raise up their potential quicker as well, so that's very helpful. Oh yeah, Swarmy's level 6. All right, I'm happy with that. I didn't think that would take too long. So let's move Swarmy up to the Armado position and see what we can do about getting these three a level 6, and then we may move on a little bit deeper and kind of just play it by ear, because again, oh, I want him, a Mino. I do want him. He's a level 5. This is going to be a interesting battle. He is another fire attack, and he has this like triple attack here thing that is like very, very deadly. He took off 10 really quickly, really easily there. So we're gonna switch over to, almost want to switch to the Silquill or the Taruga, but we'll try the Silquill. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to get that. It depends. He does his tail whip, and it has a chance of hitting 1 to 3 times. One time it's okay, but if you hit the 3 times, it can be very devastating. There's the tail spin. Oh, there we go. We hit 1 time. That worked out for us, and I'm gonna switch him out. Yeah. Oh, wait. You know what? I am gonna switch out just so we have that, but I want to use the spinner the next turn. Come on, hit once, please. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. 3 times. Let's see if this spinner catches. I really hope so. Items. Let's see. He's down almost a third of his health. I don't know the level in which you need to be. Come on, catch him. Yes, that's it. Mino was caught. So that's going to be our 5. And Taruga's almost up to level 6. Almost up to level 7. Let's make sure we pronunciate that word correctly. So there we go. We got our 6 at least to start off with. And I am going to switch out Mino for Swarmy. There we go. Actually, Taruga should actually be the last, because he's very, I think the Taruga is closer to level 7 than the Swarmy, but I don't think it's also going to make that much of a difference here. I do like the Mino because the tail whip is, it's one of those attacks that could be really good for you or not helpful at all. If it does that one hit, it does a low damage. 2 is, you know, what you would think would be the average damage, and then 3 is a high damage. But it's any chance. I don't know the chance at which it hits 1 versus 2 versus 3. So I kind of like it, but I kind of don't as well. Let's see if we can see what summary, see if he has a nice little trait here. Motivation. Upon defeating an opponent, the Coromon gets motivated and raises its attack and special attack, but that's only inside the single battle. So if you're fighting an enemy with multiple Coromon, he knocks out one, then his attack and special attack go up. It doesn't go up between battles of the wild Coromon. It's only when you're fighting a trainer or an enemy and you have multiple Coromon there. Let's see what we can do. We got a few more minutes left. Let's see if we can get a little bit more up to level 6. I think we got a pretty decent party here ready to move on. Again, I would like to have level 6 at least on all of these. Oh, Armado on Armado. But it shouldn't take us that much to get to that point. At this point, at a level 5, they're a little bit stronger. You know, those 1, 2, 3, 4 levels, I'm always worried about them getting knocked out. And in normal difficulty, you don't have to worry about it as much. But still, I'm always worried about getting them knocked out because they don't get the experience if they get knocked out. So I'm always a little worried about that. But at level 5, you're a little bit more confident. They're a little bit stronger. They have a little bit more HP. They can hit a little bit harder, and they start to be a little bit more survivable at level 5. The Mino though, but my Armado's the tank, so he should be getting hit not very hard with these. Oh, a critical there right off the bat. There, see, it only hit twice there. That's the problem though. Use that tailspin, can do, you never know, so you can be knocked out because you're expecting it to hit a 1 and it hits 3. It really is, you just don't know the damage output of it like the other attacks really until it hits, because you don't know if it's going to do that 1, 2, or 3. Or they also crit separately, so on some freaky chance you could crit all 3 hits and it just like bam, you know, you thought you were going to be fine and he takes off like all your hit points and you're like, I don't like that. Okay, let's check, see what we want. His speed is a little low. Speed works out as who goes first in the battle. When they first both appear on the battlefield, who gets to go first of the round. And I've seen it even like I can go twice sometimes. Like if I switch one out and I'll get hit, because that Coromon is so fast, I'm gonna do attack, and SP points here for Patterbit. But I've seen it where they were able to attack twice, so you get or attack 2 times in a row, because you get the second, or you go second in the first round, and then you go first in the second round, so you get those 2 attacks back to back, and it really is nice to get that. Armado's kind of hurt here, so we're gonna switch him out. He's 6'2", so I should go ahead and move him up so that he doesn't come out. I don't really need him to get those little experience points at the beginning here. So let's see, so he got to attack. Now I get to go first, probably because my Silk Will is faster than that Swarmy. And so close. I thought I almost had him there. Here we go. We got him down. Yeah, and that's the advantage of going first. That's how speed can help you out there. If you're going first every round, you get that last round where you knock them out, you're not taking damage, so you can push it every so slightly further with, if you have a fast Coromon, slight bit further to get that last hit in. I wouldn't push it a lot, but yeah, you can push it a little bit more, I think, than your other normal Coromons, or at least what I would risk on the other normal Coromons here. So all we got is Tailspin right now. These fights have not been long enough yet to worry about. Yeah, let's go ahead and go to Taruga to worry about your skill points, but that will come to a point. The battles are a little bit longer and you'll need to pay attention to your skill points. Every move has skill points and you have only so many skill points to use in a battle, so you've got to be really careful about that. I really want his fire. Oh shoot, I didn't use his flame thing. I used Slam instead, and that did a lot of damage. Ooh, let's go with, let's see what little Swarmy can do. Hopefully we can pull this out. I might have to heal here. I might just be at a place at which, see, he's doing a lot of damage here with these guys. I've got myself to a point at which, I think we've got this. I think he did 6 last time. That was a close battle. A little bit closer than I wanted it to be honest. Okay, Taruga's level 7. I figured that he was going to level up really soon. The only problem now is we got to get to the end of this grass without getting attacked. No. Okay, so let's see what we could do. He is a level 3. We should be able to go through and be all right here. Critical hit, that's going to help out a list. All 3 times, yes. Woo! I got worried. I got really worried right there. I was afraid that we did not make it there. So Taruga switches out with Swarmy, and we should be set and ready to go. I think that's going to be the episode for today. We're going to heal up back at Lux Solus campus and continue on, and we'll probably push a little bit further into the Radiant Park area so that we can get to Hayville and see what is going on there. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you all later. Bye, everybody.